in only one way you can destroy Donald Trump forever. Universities in the past few decades have become more politicalized, okay? Meaning like they're not actually interested in teaching you how to think. They're interested in teaching you how to think a certain way, okay? Which is very left-wing, okay? So for example, the belief that America is a society based on violence and slavery and the exploitation of minorities. So there's a lot of political correctness in universities today. So what can we learn in university? And the answer is that even though universities have become more politicized, your education in university is up to you, okay? Why? Because university is very big, there are a lot of professors, and there are a lot of different classes, okay? And so it's up to you to structure your own learning and to be clear about what you want to learn and to understand the limitations of the education you're getting, okay? So Jack asked a question like, who are the ones who don't trust universities? And the answer, of course, are people who are left out of the system, right? So people who don't actually go to university. The people on the right, basically, okay? People on the left are composed mainly of college-educated individuals who are wealthy, okay? But at the same time, there are many universities who do not like what's going on. So there's a faction within the university, professors and students, who are dismayed by what's going on, okay? But they're only a small fraction of the total population, okay? Most universities have become extremely, extremely left-wing, okay? Any more questions before I move on? Now let's talk about how the Civil War will actually start, okay? And we'll start with the election of Donald Trump, the re-election of Donald Trump. And the reason why is that Trump is a unique figure in American politics. And the reason why is that he embodies the culture wars, okay? Meaning like the people on the left, all that they hate in the right manifests themselves in Donald Trump, okay? He's white, he's sexist, he's racist, he's a pig. And he doesn't apologize for any of this. He has no manners. He's not educated. He has no values. All that the left hate in the right manifest themselves in the body of Donald Trump. And that's why the right loves Donald Trump, right? Because their enemies hate them, okay? So, and for many on the right, Donald Trump is the Messiah, okay? He's the Jesus. And everything that's happened in the past 8-9 years for them has confirmed that Donald Trump is Jesus, okay? And the reason why is Donald Trump, ever since he became elected president, the left, the elite, has been trying to persecute him, right? Remember that when he became president, the media was spreading stories that Trump was a Russian agent. He was a spy of Putin. That's just nonsense. There's no evidence of that. But people believe that, okay? Then they tried to use the justice system against Donald Trump, right? They impeached him twice. They raided his house, okay? They're trying to send him to prison. A judge in Colorado tried to remove Donald Trump from the ballot, meaning you couldn't vote for him. So everything that the elite has done has been to destroy Donald Trump. And therefore, people on the right think this guy is our savior. He's Jesus. He's the Messiah, okay? Does that make sense? Now, let's figure out this. If you are on the left, if you're the elite, if you're the rich, and you hate Donald Trump, there's exactly one way, and only one way, you can destroy Donald Trump forever. How? What would you do if you really wanted to destroy Donald Trump, and you were like rich and liberal and elite? You go to Donald Trump, you have dinner together, and you say 3 words, and you will destroy him. What are these 3 words? What you say to Donald Trump, what you do is you say, let's be friends, right? Why would that destroy Donald Trump? What's the appeal of Donald Trump? Why do people on the right love him? Why does MAGA love him? Because, that's right, because he's an outsider. He's the enemy of the elites, because the elites hate him, okay? So all the elites have to do is become Donald Trump's friend, right? Invite Donald Trump to his parties, say all these nice things about him on the media, and support Donald Trump. And then people on the right will be like, oh, we were fooled into thinking Donald Trump is an outsider when he's actually an insider, okay? Then you've destroyed Donald Trump. Why won't the elite do that? No, it's not because they're too proud. It's because what? Why won't they do that? Like, why won't they become friends with Donald Trump? And it's something that Donald Trump probably wants as well, right? Yeah, it's hatred, okay? Do you understand? It's pure hatred. I want to kill this guy, okay? Do you understand? So you can see, like, the hatred between left and right. Remember that Donald Trump manifests all the right, okay? All the cultural values of the right, okay? And so people, the elite, hate this guy so much that they're willing to do anything to get rid of this guy. But the irony is that because of this anger and hatred, they're doing everything to make Donald Trump invincible, okay? This is what we call TDS, or Trump derangement syndrome. The inability to recognize who Donald Trump is, and the inability to think properly about how to deal with Donald Trump, okay? Not only are the elite trying as hard as they can to destroy Donald Trump, but at the same time, they're destroying the institutions and the narratives that hold America together, okay? Ever since Donald Trump became president, the mainstream media, New York Times, CNN, Washington Post, have relentlessly attacked him, therefore destroying their credibility, okay? Therefore destroying liberalism. It's the elites themselves who have destroyed the narratives and the institutions that bind America together, and it's all because of the hatred of Donald Trump, okay? Does that make sense? So it's really going to be this hatred of Donald Trump that drives the Second American Civil War, okay? All right, so let's see how this will play out. Okay,